I hope you guys heard me. And we're back with another live. All right, guys, I'm Enchantress on this channel. We go live every single day. On Sundays, it's Angel Messages. Mondays, Mystery Monday. And Tuesday is Open Mic for yes or no questions. So please subscribe so that you can join us on these lives and get notified. Donations are gladly accepted here to help us grow. We ask that you like, comment, share, guys. If you have not, slam the ding subscribe button, okay? Like-minded souls are welcome here. Make a difference in someone's life if or when you can. All right, first of all, guys, the first thing I saw, and this was kind of like a vision. Hey, D. Madison. The first thing I saw was, and I hate to say this, but I did see a bullet, okay? A bullet. I don't know if somebody's learning how to shoot, purchasing ammunition. Somebody could be learning how to shoot, okay? I don't know. I saw a bullet, so this could be found at a crime scene. I don't know. Bullets have ways to be traced and tracked. So I saw a bullet. I don't know if that's going to lead to somebody's demise, not as far as being shot, but, you know, it definitely was a bullet. So bullets can be traced. So just know that somebody's going to be found or tracked or something via bullet, or somebody's going to the range and learning how to shoot. No, D. Madison, but it should be warming up next week if you're talking to me. I mean, it is -6 degrees here. It's -6 degrees. I'm so sick of this now. This is the worst. Since I've been living here, this is probably the worst cold that we've had ever. In all the years I've been living here. That's why I'm late, like, all the time. Like, it's impossible. And now they're trying to say that it's illegal now to warm your car up without it being attended. I don't know if they put that in your state, but in this state, it's illegal. So I don't know what they want people. They actually want people to freeze to death outside. Yeah, they said you can't warm your car up. It's illegal now to leave your car warming while you're not around it. It's illegal. So if you get caught doing that, if a police officer drives past, they can give you a ticket now for that. Can you believe that? So what do they want you to do? Just go out there and sit in the car and warm the car up in -6 degree weather? Weird. Yeah, they come up with that law when it's this cold. But anyway, the download was a bullet. I also came on here at 555. So that's another message. Now, 555 not only means a change. It could mean a change in love, relationships, but it also could mean a change in status. I mean, it's the same thing, but it also could mean a loss. And I keep failing to mention that 555 also could mean a loss. All right. Collectively, what messages do you have for the collective? Yeah, John the guy, it's illegal now. It's illegal. You can get a ticket, a whole ticket, and it's not cheap. And you're out there in the freezing cold. What are you supposed to do? Sit in the car and try to heat the car up? And, you know, what if you have kids and things like that? It's been so bad. I think I was looking at a state that it got so cold that the people lost power. And they had to go resort and take their kids and get in the car and ride around just to stay warm from gas station to gas station. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but I tell you what, I mean, what if you don't have a vehicle and you lose power like that and these people could not even stay warm? Okay? That's when, I mean, you got to always have something on deck, like a kerosene heater or something, or a generator, because they would have never had to leave. They would have never had to leave and drive from place to place like that. So you got to always have, they got those mini kerosene heaters. And don't forget, I don't know if you guys know this, but back in the day, we used to put, like, to keep the water, to keep the air from not being so dry, we would put a big pot of water on top of the kerosene heater. So always have like one of those mini kerosene heaters where you can have the kerosene handy, okay? Because, no, but I'm talking about for indoor D. Madison, like indoor. So you always need a mini kerosene heater. And that's going to give you all the light that you need. It's like a big lantern. That's what, it's a kerosene lantern. That's all a kerosene heater is. It's like a big lantern, but they have mini ones. Yeah, they have mini ones, and you put a big pot of water. And also what a lot of people don't know is you can cook on top of a kerosene heater. You can cook on top of it. It gets that hot on the top. The water will, like, not boil over, but the water will get heated enough. I tell you what, if you put a little pan up there, you can make an egg. So, and this is right in your house. So always have one of those mini kerosene heaters if you don't have a vehicle. I'm serious. You just never know what might happen. So look into that, like, you know, when this is over for like next time around, because it has been awful for some people. Yeah, just a mini one, not the real big ones. They have ones that are smaller, just in case, you know what I mean? Because if your power go out, how are you gonna do that if everybody's power go out? It's not like you can say, well, let me call and go over this person's house. Their power's out too. So, messages for the collective. Give me 3 cards from this deck. Messages for the collective. What do they need to know? Messages for the collective. Oh boy. Of all the cards, Norman Gander came out, guys. Norman Gander. All right. That snake lives underneath the tree of life. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the snake that hides under the tree of life. I kind of feel like they affiliate the tree of life with Adam and Eve and all of that. But this means your life path, and that's why it's found under the tree of life, because Norman Gander, this snake, means your life's path. It came out in the upright position. So this is like, they call it the god of waters, but it signifies that life is circular, whether we look into I can't, I'm sorry, guys. It's the cycles we live within our lessons each time we incarnate. So that's what the significance of this snake is. All right. It means that you are aligned. So I'm talking to the collective. Everything is as it should be right now. So just know that. I'm in Ohio. So just know that you are on the right path. And this is the collective that I'm talking to. And that you are aligned. So even if you're looking at your life right now and you're like, how could I be? This is happening, that's happening, this is not happening, this is happening. It doesn't matter. You're on the right path. All these things have to happen. But some of you may be working through karma if you're feeling like this is happening, that's happening. But your life is flowing like a great river, and it's going to bless you eventually. So don't look at what's happening. Look at where you're going, okay? Don't look at what's happening. You could be saying, oh my goodness, this is not happening. You know, this is going, I don't have a job. You're going in the right direction. As long as you steer, everything is going to become aligned, okay? And blessings are going to come towards you, okay? It's a good thing this came out in the reverse, because this is life path. I mean, in the upright and not the reverse, because this is your life's path. So you are headed in the right direction, okay? I'm going to get a tarot card on that, though. Clarify Norman Gander. What does it mean for the collective? Okay, so yeah, you're on the right path. The Three of Cups is here. I mean, you could be dating or, you know, just socializing, going out, having a good time. I don't know, amongst people, amongst friends with the Three of Cups here. Some type of celebration could happen for you. What is this on the right path? You could be dating, or you could be dating the right person. And it's telling you that because Three of Cups signifies dating as well. Or you could start dating, and that would lead you to a path towards the right person, possibly. Yeah, basing it on what I'm seeing, because the Three of Cups came out for your right path. So it signifies dating. Yeah. Dating, some type of celebration, something's coming. Give me 1 second. I'm going to flip another card for you. I was trying to find my other deck. All right, so this could be like your community or something going on in your community. This could be like emotional joy. So eventually you're going to get to this emotional joy with the Three of Cups. This could be gathering with loved ones, or it could be honoring like milestones. So you're going to get to where you need to be. You could be embracing something. You could be collabing with someone. It could mean a reunion. So you could reunite with someone, the Three of Cups upright. This could be somebody that's supporting you, supportive social groups. And it could mean that a connection is going to come in. This also means dating. So if you're single and you feel like you may not find somebody, I feel like that's far from the truth. You're going to meet somebody. Abundance too, this could also mean. And I feel like harmony. So I'm just glad it's not in the reverse, but I do feel like reuniting with someone. It could be old friends, or it could be a relationship, or you're going to attend some type of party or celebration. But anyways, you are headed in the right direction. This is support. So somebody could be reaching out to you, and you could receive some type of support from someone, or you could become in a very close-knit situation, okay, with someone. What else for Norman Gander? What else for the collective? I do feel like along the way, you have to deal with a jealous energy, okay? Arrows of jealousy is on the board, and I feel like this is a Queen of Swords reverse, okay? We all know who that is, okay? The Queen of Swords reverse is hard to deal with. Arrows of jealousy with this Queen of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is somebody that's jealous, okay? They're very jealous. They are a Queen of Swords reverse. All right. You know about the Queen of Swords and what they call the Queen of Swords, okay? This is somebody who doesn't know how to talk. They misuse their speech most of the time. They're very manipulative. They will betray you. They are very malicious, okay? They're deceptive. This could be a loss, but this is somebody who, I don't know, this is somebody who's grieving something as well. But they're very cunning, and they're a liar, whomever this is. And it's kind of like misery loves company. So you may not be joining them in this company, but this person will try to make you join them. They will try, okay? This is an angry energy. who feels like they always feel like they're treated unfairly. And they're very spiteful and manipulative, okay? This is somebody who feels like they're treated unfairly. And they secretly oppose you, and that's important to know, that this is the person that will talk about you behind your back or spread rumors about you. They put people down, and they can't be trusted, whomever this is. They're very clever. Most of the time, they're verbally skillful, but they misuse it. So this is a secret enemy with arrows of jealousy. So along this journey, you also have people that are jealous of you, but it's still, you're going in the right direction. That's why you have people that are jealous of you, because people are not jealous of people who do nothing. They're jealous of people who are doing something. Okay, you have some of those younger, immature energies who are jealous of people just by the way they look or something like that. But that's a rare occasion. Most people in the mature adult world, if they have any form of jealousy, it's because of what you're doing, and it's because of how you do it. Nobody is jealous over nobody who's not doing anything, okay? They're just not. They're jealous because of how you do things, how you operate, and they don't like it. Who is this person? Who is this Queen of Swords reverse? They could have Cancer in their chart. They could have Scorpio in their chart, or Pisces. This is somebody who, they're on the wrong side of luck, and that could be the reason why they're angry. They're on the wrong side of luck, whomever this is. So they're not getting money. You could still be holding on or have a job, and this person doesn't. At least you get something. This person is angry about their finances. Tell me more about this person. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely because of money, possibly, okay? They could be feeling like you get more than them, and you may not even get more than them. You just could look like money. I mean, you could go in your closet and find something you haven't worn in a year, and you pull it out, and people are like, wow, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that dress from? Where'd you get those shoes from? Honey, I've had these for 2 or 3 years. It's not new. You know what I mean? But it's like that type of situation. This person has no family legacy, or their family is just not, they're not in a good place there. Things could happen very quickly for you, and for this person, it doesn't. It takes time for them. Things happen too quick for you, as far as they're concerned. I don't know who this energy is that snuck in, but this was supposed to be messages for the collective, but obviously you need to know this. This is somebody who ran out of options. They ran out of options. Whomever this is, they put up the front as if they're very religious. Whomever this is. But it could be a false doctrine, but they put up like they're very religious sometimes, or they always resort to that. Like, oh, well, when things don't go the Bible says this, or something like that, when things don't go their way. Show me who this person is in the runes here. Show me who this person is. This Queen of Swords reverse. Whomever this is, they may, I want to say, because this is the Chariot, and I've seen the Chariot, they could have Cancer in their chart or be a Cancer. They have it in their chart somewhere, for sure. Whomever this is. And they got the rune Rado. And this is just about like somebody who travels. But again, this is about somebody who's not able to balance themselves, or they need to watch it. Um, they need to get in tune with nature's rhythm. That's going to help them align to their true self. So the reason why you have problems with this person is they don't know who they are yet. They have no idea who they are. They have no idea where their journey is supposed to lead them. And what people don't realize is when you see the Chariot or the Journey card, it is all about who you are in your authentic self. It's also the union of spiritual trinity of the inner male, female, and the child. So somebody doesn't know who they are, or somebody could be stuck in the child's energy. You know what I mean? You have to know masculine, feminine, and child when it comes down to yourself. Because if you look in your natal charts, when you look in your natal charts, it'll tell you how much masculinity you have, how much femininity you have. And you have to be able to balance all that out. Okay? So somebody needs to get in tune with themselves. They could be ripping and running all the time. This person's always on the go. They're always moving. They're always doing something. The reason why they do this and can't sit still is because they need to focus on their inner self. Who are you as a person? This is somebody whose identity has not been found. Find out, go within, do the shadow work. This person has never done the shadow work. They've never done the shadow work. They have no idea who they are. They need to feel the waves. And they need to feel the waves and just let go and have trust. So just like you're in water and you relax and you feel the waves and you let go and you trust, that's what this person needs to do. They have to identify their authentic self, and then they'll get out of this Rado energy. Give me one more on who this person is. Yeah, so As God came out in the reverse, and you guys know what As God is if you watch like Marvel and stuff like that. I believe that's where Thor lived, I believe. But it came out in the reverse. So I feel like somebody is off track. Okay, so this person is off track and they're searching for a higher consciousness or some type of enlightenment, but it's been altered. And let me tell you why it's all altered. Because of drugs or alcohol. It's altered. Their state of mind is altered. It's been induced. They're in an induced state of mind. So once they remove that, they may be able to figure this out. They have to align themselves either with a higher power, or whatever they choose to believe in. But their abilities, because they're being clogged, it has gone beyond their abilities, and they are putting themselves and others in danger. What'd you say, Elizabeth? Wow. Wow, Elizabeth. Yeah, there's some people, yeah, you can't tell them. They have to figure it out on their own. But they're putting themselves in danger just because their identity is lost. And when you tell somebody that anyway, they're going to be like, what do you mean? I know who I am. No, there's something missing here. There's a piece of the puzzle missing. So somebody needs to understand their limitations, and they need to create healthy boundaries for themselves and others. They need to be directed towards humility, transparency, and love. Okay? So somebody has lost their identity here because of something being It's altered. Something has been altered. Okay? I'm going to give one more on this person, and then I'm going to get out of here. Spirit, please and thank you. Give me one more here. Give me one more on this energy that we speak of here. This must be a reason, guys, why you need to know who this is. All right? So somebody needs to tap into their inner feminine energy. Yeah, you can't do that, Elizabeth. There's a lot of people. That's why I don't do personal readings, because I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to alter it. I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to do any of that. And I don't do it because people don't appreciate the truth. They want you to lie to them. And that's why I don't do it, because I'm not going to lie to you. That's the reason why I don't do personal readings. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to make it look like, oh, yeah, you're going to get this person. They're coming back. I'm not telling lies. You can forget it. Hey, move on. That person doesn't want to. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. And that's why I don't do personal readings, because I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so somebody needs to pay attention to their inner female. Again, I'm getting something with water, okay? Because water, however you want to say it, H2O flows throughout the world and connects directly to emotions. So this is something with somebody's emotions that need to be put intact. They need to be fixed. Defensiveness, whatever it is, it needs to be fixed, because this is the root cause of some of the problems that this person has. Somebody needs to allow this energy to flow. They need to allow the energy to flow, so that they can get a feeling of security, okay? Water flow is the life's force, so let it flow in all areas of your life. So even if this is at work, relationship with children, home, it is something not flowing properly here. Your female side is urging you to cleanse your physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual body. So somebody needs to call upon their intuition. Good morning, September. Grand Rising. So somebody needs to reconnect to something, to the divine. They've lost the connection and they're putting themselves in danger, okay? Because they lost the connection. Now I'm not gonna entertain this, but there is an energy, okay, around. There's an energy, and it's just telling you. I gave this person advice, so there it is, and that's what they need to do. All right, let's get back to messages for the collective. Let's do the elements, since I'm not doing zodiac signs this evening. Let's do the elements. Spirit, please and thank you. If you are a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, what's the messages that you need to know about if you're a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces? Okay, so this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is in a reversal. It's a reversal energy here. So let's get the advice and see what they need to do. All right, this is Vandenheimer, and it indicates that something or someone is consuming your thoughts. So this to me is somebody that's clouding your judgment. All right. You're listening to somebody who is stifling like your creativity. This person it's kind of time for a rebirth here. You either need to get away from this energy and you need to rise from the ashes. Okay. Like a phoenix. Okay. So this is pretty much judgment here. But somebody is clouding your judgment. And there's going to be punishment here for a lack of responsibility. You can't keep blaming it on somebody else. Well, they said to do this, or they said to do that, or they told me this, and you keep believing it. You have to find strength and start again. Yeah. So that's what's going on with this person. It also suggests that you need to review where your loyalty and honor lies. You could have been led down a wrong path. You're investing your energy in something that could lead you astray. So you got to clear something out and allow creativity to flow once again. So somebody has robbed somebody of who they are, their creativity. And because of loyalty and honor, they're a loyal person, whomever this is. So to me, they put their trust in the wrong energy. They put their trust in the wrong energy. That's what went wrong with this person here. So it's telling you to take that back, okay? Take that back. Somebody is consuming your thoughts. They're stifling your creativity and who you are. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. Next zodiac sign, element, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. What's the advice for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius? Okay, at least you're up, right? Okay, this is the tree of life. All right. Yggdrasil. So I believe this is one of the 9 realms here, I believe. So for Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, I guess I'm not sure if this is a place. This might be a place. Well, that is the 9 realms. One of the places. Okay, I know what it is. It's kind of like, I think this is magic. Yeah, that's what this is. So this is about going into a higher state of consciousness where you can no longer look at the world the way you have been. You need to expand your awareness to the center of the universe. Surrender yourself to the service, okay? Informed service that requires a high level of integrity, compassion, and love. Somebody needs to clear their karma. That's why this came out. It indicates that you are entering into a deeper place of spiritual commitment. So once you do that, and once you get this realization or this enlightenment, it's going to put you into a higher level of consciousness, and that's going to clear your karma. All right. So, yeah, it's talking about having high levels of integrity, compassion, and love. All right. So somebody has to show more empathy in order to get that karma off of them. Here's the thing. People always ask me, well, I did nothing wrong. Why do I have karma? It's something as small as that. If you don't show empathy towards people, yes, that racks up in your karma list, guys. There's a lot of things that racks up karma for you. And you go, but I did nothing. Yeah, you did. You lack empathy. So it has to be balanced. Your life has to be balanced, okay? In order for you not to rack up karma. But everybody racks up some type of karma because we're not perfect. But some are a little bit worse than others. All right. Next zodiac element, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What's the advice here for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Yeah, it racks up. It does. Even if we do something and we know it's wrong, and you go, man, I'm going to pay for that later. I should have never done that. That's where when your mind tells you that you did something wrong, that's going to rack up your karma. That's just the way it is. Some are bigger points than others. Some is instant karma because it's huge, it's bigger. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, that's for good deeds. The Roxanne 630, that's for good deeds. We're talking about when you rack up negative karma. But if you're going to get a spiritual enlightenment, that's probably a part of good karma. But it could be pointing you in this direction so that you can become more empathetic, so that you don't rack up any more negative karma. So that could be it as well. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What messages does Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn need? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. You guys got an actual rune. And Here it is. Nadir. And this is about projection. This is about constraint. This is about blame, and it's about shame. And sometimes it's not intentional. But when you get this card, it puts you on notice that it's time to look at what you project onto others, okay? Blame, shame, something like that. When we project what we're feeling onto another person, such as fear or resentment, it prevents us from clearly seeing and understanding them. And what this could mean is like, okay, you may have some feelings of insecurities and it comes out onto other people, not on purpose, but even if you're in a relationship, they can feel those insecurities when you're projecting, and it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose, but it could be because of fear or resentment. And so a lot of times it's fear, and we project what we're feeling onto these people. I mean, onto these people, persons, or whoever, but it's not purposely done. But like I said, it clearly prevents you from seeing and understanding who that person is when you do that. So this could be a relationship that this is talking about. Both parties have to have honest communication to see and hear one another. Okay. It's all about diving deep and finding where you are wounded in parenting the inner child. So somebody needs to identify where their wounds are and try to work on that. You can, as soon as you identify it, you can say, well, you know what, I'm gonna get a book on that. Or you may know what it is, and you're not realizing that you're projecting that off onto other people. But once they feel it, they could want to get away. Like, man, nah, I can't. I'm not dealing with that. You see what I'm saying? And then you're wondering why, sometimes people are removed or walk away. But that's the reason why. It's not done on purpose. It's all about diving deep and finding, again, where you're wounded. When you resolve emotional wounds and address the blame and shame, that's when you begin to heal. So it definitely, or this could been done to you. Somebody could have projected something onto you. Don't take it as this message for you. This could be the opposite sometime. Somebody have projected their blame and shame onto you. And then it thrives like say if it was your mother or your father, then you carry that energy and then you project it onto other people. So this is like a nasty wound that needs to be addressed, or this could be a person that you're dealing with at this time. They could need to heal their inner child again. All right. They need to dive deep and find out where they're wounded and parent that inner child. And I'm going to tell you something about this type of person. They may think they're a good parent, but they're not, because they haven't even addressed their own wounds. And you're going to project it off onto your children as well. And you may think you didn't, but you did. And this could be something that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn endured, or this could be something that they're projecting. So sometimes when we think we're a good parent, we're not. And, especially first-time parents, you make a lot of mistakes. But you better learn quickly. You better learn quickly if you have other children, so that you can try to fix it within the other group. And I'm gonna say something to you too, because my kids stick close underneath of me. But I'm gonna tell you something about that. And when they come back around you after they have left and come back, it's because something they haven't learned or been taught. And I'll tell you why. If you were a working parent, there's gaps in between that. There's gaps in between teaching children, because you miss certain things because you're at work. So you come home and you try to put it together all in a quick setting, and it doesn't work. That's why it takes two, really. It's supposed to be the mother and father raising children, so somebody can stay home. You work opposite shifts. That's why, really, and people get mad when they hear this, and I told you I'm not going to sit here and tell a lie. You have no business having kids if you're not married. You cannot take it all. And if you have multiple children, you're not going to be able to teach all of them the same. You can't, you don't have those kind of skills. It's impossible. So somebody is going to miss something or misunderstand something, and their life is going to be directed that way. That's why some people have children, because, I mean, children that you may have 6 kids. 2 of those kids do great, and the other 3 don't. You know why? They're each different. They all have different zodiac signs. Okay? So you're supposed to address them the way with the knowledge you know about who they are. Okay, their birth room, who they are. And you don't have time to do that. When you parent, you're just parenting for the group, but you're not parenting for the individual unless you just have one child. This is why, again, people who sit up, they can say what they want to say. I'm strong. I can do this. I can do that. I can take care of all my kids by myself. Honey, you need help. You need help. Okay, trust me. Because when they get older, and you may think it's easy when they're younger, but when they get older and they come to you like, well, Mom, you weren't there when I needed this, or, but I was at work, but you weren't there. That's not their fault. That's your fault as a parent. Mom, I tried to come to you. I need this. I needed that. Oh no, go find it. Go get it. Go get it yourself. That's not parenting. You literally effed up here. And that's why they say you're supposed to be married and with that father and that mother. And that's why I'm going to tell you something. Cultural differences, you know, versus, I hate to go with the colored versus different races, but you have some people that will stay in a marriage until their children are grown. And that's why they do it. So their kids have what they need. They may not even get along with the mother, or they may have been out of love with the mother. But this masculine energy, well, I'm not leaving my kids until they're grown. That's why you see some marriages later on. You be like, your guy's divorced. Aren't you 65? Yeah. Aren't you 55? You're divorcing? Yeah. And I hear masculine say, I waited till my children were in college or they're grown. They're well on their way now. And then they part where the kids can understand. When you part when a child is young, they are a product of divorce, right? And do you think that didn't kill them? It did. It killed a part of their spirit. Yes, it did. You as the parent are supposed to fix that. You're supposed to fix that. You were supposed, if you can't nurture yourself though, your own inner child is wounded. How can you nurture your child and show empathy for the kid? That's why you have no empathy. You did that. You did that. You can't blame it on anybody. You did that. I take responsibility for certain things, certain areas in my life when it comes down to my children. I'd be like, I know I was at work. I know this. I know that. I'm sorry that happened because I was at work. But somebody had to keep a roof over your head and somebody had to pay. But they don't understand that. All they see is what happened to them. It's not their fault. And I mean, I see a lot of tarot readers that have children in the background. And what do? Go sit down. I'm doing something. Go sit down. Go, go, go. They don't know what that child really wants. Stop the live, click the button, and go see what it is. I told you I'm not done yet. That's not their problem. That's not their problem. You stop the live and you go see what they want. They didn't ask to be here. They don't have to wait for you. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. That was a rant. That was a rant. But I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I had to be honest. And so if that has happened to you as a child, there's something that needs to be addressed. Give me one card for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What does Aquarius, Libra, Gemini need to know? What does Aquarius, Libra, Gemini need to know? No, stop what you're doing and go find out what it is. That child could want to tell you one thing that's so important that needs to be addressed. Things happen when you're not looking. There's other kids that do other things to your kids too in the household. Go and stop what you're doing and go see what the kid wants. Now, if there's somebody here with the kids that's older enough, that's older, fine, that's fine. But if a little kids come to you telling you something, just stop and go do it. And if they're talking about they're hungry, why didn't you feed them before you got on the live? Okay, because I don't play it about hunger. Go feed them before you get on the live. There's no way they should be coming to you saying, I'm hungry. You getting on an hour, 2-hour live and you didn't even feed them first? Go sit down someplace. You need some help, like I said. You can't do it on your own. Case closed. All right, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Let me try to pluck that energy really quick because I don't want it to leak into this message. So let me give you a message card. Spirit, please and thank you. Clear, concise messages. All right, look, worth. See? Even a child needs to know their worth. Okay, you need to know your worth. Okay, everybody needs to know their worth. You're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case, however. You are worthy and you have inherent value, okay? It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. Yeah, I mean, September, this is not like a, we know that and we understand, that it doesn't always happen that way. But for our younger youth and your children, teach them, do not have any children unless you are married and have an education. Because an uneducated parent is the worst too. You have to have education to have children. Or you need to have enough money to make sure they get the education they need. If you can't afford a nanny to provide them with what you couldn't, then I just feel like teach your kids to not have these children like that. Because guess what? It's going to land back on you as the grandparent. But some kids, you do tell them and they don't listen. But that's because there's something that was missing while they were in a child place. You may have been working all the time. All right, Spirit, please and thank you. Clear, concise energy. What happens? It happens. I was a single parent. It happens for a while. I was a single parent for a while. I was a single parent for a while. So it happens. But I'm talking about the now. Don't let it happen to them that way. Ooh, September. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. What's the message for Aquarius, Libra, Gemini? Okay. We have Odin on the board. And Odin, I can tell you now, when Odin arrives, this is the middle ground. This just means, thank you for the gift, whoever gave me the gift. This just means sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. This is about duality. This is about balance. It's not about picking a side. It's about being centered. It's about standing in the middle and choosing observation over judgment. You have to find your center if you don't know where it is. Release attachments on either side. Meditate. You're going to discover the journey that you long for is within. I'm not saying it can't be done, guys. I'm not saying that. I am not saying it can't be done. It can be done. But it's not meant to be that way. And that's why you have some children, you be like, wow, they went to the streets. This one happened. This happened to this one. This is why. This is why. And they honestly, especially if you try, if you tried, you're going to see negative results from some children if you tried hard. But if you didn't put the effort in sometimes at all, and you just work to be like, I don't know what we're going to eat tonight, it seemed like those kids are the ones that manifest the most money. Look at LeBron James. He came from a poverty place, a poverty area, poverty, a single mom, and look at him. It's you, but when you try to provide and make sure they got meals and you're by yourself, it still seems like something's off. Something goes wrong. All right. Just play the middle ground, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The middle ground. Just watch. Don't judge, just watch. Give me one for the Aquarius here. Give me one for the Aquarius. Berkana. All right. And what is that? Mother. That's mother. That's what that means. Yep. That's mothering. That's fertility. In this room, when it comes out, it requires you to not take your life for granted, but celebrate life. Something is about to manifest, Aquarius, for you in your life. 29 on the board. Something is about to manifest. And it's going to manifest successfully. Somebody could want to create a family. What you build, what you're building can be a success at this time. With the proper attention to modesty, patience, fairness, and generosity. From life, from birth to adolescence to adulthood to death. That's what this is. This is the birch tree of life. This is not the regular tree of life. This is the birch tree. All right? Anyways, I'm just going to leave it there, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to give you a card of the day. I know you heard enough ranting, but we got to work very hard, guys. We got to work very, very hard. It takes more. You know, even when you are a single mother and you come home, or a single father and you come home for work and you go, I'm tired. I'm tired. And the kid is just starved for attention, but you're like, I'm tired. Go in your room. Honey, I don't care if you're tired or not. Even if you fall asleep, bring the kids to the family room. Everybody needs to sit together. They need to sit together and talk it out. I don't care if they talking to each other. Y'all gonna sit here till I fall asleep. Keep everybody close knit. The card of the day is the Eight of Pentacles. Work, passion. It's going to be some burdens with work, but you're going to be able to carry them. Or somebody needs to get to work. Or this work is going to bring you exactly what you need. It's going to put you in a King of Wands energy, a leader. It's going to take you to the Ace of Pentacles as long as you put the work in. All right? Eight of Pentacles on the board. The Wands energy working, but you'll be able to carry this burden. The King of Wands is here. You'll be able to carry all those wands. The Ace of Pentacles showed up and the Star showed up. So you'll be able to carry those burdens. Whatever burdens you feel like you have on you, you will be able to carry them. But put your kids first. Pay attention to them. The little things mean a lot. The littlest things mean a lot to a kid. Even if you're tired, you're going to have to endure. It is a heavy job. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it needs a lot of assistance. It does. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That's what the live was. I mean, that's what I did today. You got what I gave. You got what I gave. I love each and every one of you guys, and thank you for spending time with me today. That's good, September. That's good. You got to keep them close to you so they have a good, healthy relationship with you. So that's good news. But, you know, I mean, I don't know who that message was for, but believe me, it was for somebody. If it wasn't for you, let it fly, honey, because you know it don't apply. Let it fly because it don't apply. I did the same thing, September. I did the same thing. Wow. I did the same thing, but sometimes still, you know, different kids have different ways of viewing things. Every kid doesn't see things the same way, okay? So just keep that in mind. Yep. That's nice, D. Madison. That's good. That's good. But it's a lot. It's a job. But I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that. Believe me, it was for somebody. It might not be for you, but somebody had to hear it. Okay? Somebody had to hear it. Yeah, somebody had to hear it. That's all I have, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I'm late. It's cold. It's -6 degrees. I'm just done. I'm done with the cold. I'm done with being late. Okay? I'm freezing. You can't even heat your car up here, and it's illegal. We already seen this September. As soon as I got on at 555. And I put the meaning in there, too. Go back and listen to it. I said, you know, it means a lot of things. I already saw it. September is 7 o'clock here. D. Madison, we got to get together and do something like that for real. Everybody do need to meet in one place. I think we should start get your piggy banks, guys. Get your piggy banks out and start putting your money in so we can all meet in one place. The cornflakes are frozen. That's right, they are. Yeah, shoot, you'd be lucky here if you go outside, your eyes don't freeze from the water in your eyes. Yes, it's -6. Okay, it was negative. It was low. It was colder than that. Your eyes don't freeze when you get. Okay, your eyes freeze wide open. But I was talking about too why I don't do personal readings, because I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit here and be telling somebody, ooh, child, you about to get somebody, child, you going to get a man, he's coming, or you going to get a woman, child. I'm not doing that. Yeah, they had the nerve. The kids went to school yesterday, -3 September. They had the nerve to let them go to school. I know, I seen that. I seen the 29. And guess what? It was 29 people for a minute too. It was 29. I told you guys, I don't know whether it's going to be for this year or what, but look at every 29th of the month. Something significant will happen. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad, but something significant will happen every 29th. Yeah, they went to school -3 and they ain't paying no mind. They're like, they're still going to school. I've been trying to work out every morning too, guys. That's slowing me down too. Yes, every 29th, something has been happening significant. I don't know when that's going to stop, but it keeps showing itself to us. All right, guys, I love each and every one of you. September, we love you. Ooh, September, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it because everything I see, it's going to be like, I keep telling people my mind is like when that scene in that Marvel movie where the magician was, everything was just flickering in front of him, like, and when he came out of it, he was like, I seen every scenario. That's how I feel sometimes. That's how I feel sometimes. I see every scenario and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't, because people don't want to hear the truth. They don't. And then I'd be worried about if I say the wrong thing to somebody and they take that to heart and then something no, I'm not, nope. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd rather keep it general. So if you think it don't apply to you, then you don't have to worry about it. I'd rather keep it general. I don't want that kind of responsibility. And I don't want to be telling people, hey, somebody's going to pass. I don't want to tell people that. I have told people that, and it's not good. It was never a good result. Then when it happened, they go, you did that, or you doing some type of spell work. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. They'll blame that on you too. You did that. That was you. You're wicked. It's some type of spell work you did. No. If I was doing spell work, honey, I would be a trillionaire, okay? A billionaire. Yeah. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, I wouldn't even want nobody doing spell work or any like that thing for me. Then you look at their life. What kind of spell work could you do for me and you living like this? Where's your abundance to be doing spell work for me? Where's your riches at? I don't need you doing spell work for me if you can't even do the spell work for yourself. That is crazy. You must be crazy. I'm going to let you do spell work for me. And you are living under these circumstances. And this is your way of life. And you going to do spell work for me. How is that going to happen? Okay. September period. It's like, what can you do? What can you offer me? You're not even in a good status. What businesses do you own? What do you do for a living? You got a regular job. You can't do no spell work for me. Call me when you living in a $2 million home and you say, hey, listen, I did this work for myself. This is where I got myself. This is what I got. And I can show you how to do it. Now, I might want to listen. But I'm not listening to nobody that's a regular smuggler talking about some you doing spell work. A regular smuggler talking about some I'm doing spell work for you. I'm taking orders, guys. If you want spell work done, it's going to be $20.20. And I'm going to put you in the pot. Get your behind up out of here. Get up out of here. And if you believe in that, that's on you. Look at the person who's doing the work for you. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. 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 You can forget it. And some people went to like gurus and people like that, and they live in little huts and stuff like that, and got little medicine things and potions all over the place. Why are you in a hut if you could do all this spell work? I'm confused. This live is over. I've been on here for 65 minutes. We're just chit-chatting. If you want to subscribe to the channel and come back on what day? Tuesday, I'll do a question for you. Okay, September. Next thing you know, you having all these kind of problems. And I'm gonna tell you something. They suffer a lot of losses from doing stuff. Listen, I'm good. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm good. I love each and every one of you guys. Thank you for spending time with me this morning, this early AM, guys. I made it. I'm gonna always make it here for you guys, okay? And maybe some things you don't want to hear, and sometimes I rant, but hey, we all do it. Tiana. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, no thanks. I don't even feel comfortable to give me 15 and I'ma get this spell work casted for you. I don't even feel right doing stuff like that. I don't even feel right doing stuff like that. I don't feel like I don't feel I know September, but you're gonna be all right. You're gonna go on and lay down. You're gonna go right through it. You'll be okay. You're gonna be fine. Drink you a nice cup of like calming tea or something. You're gonna be fine. You haven't this long in your life let something consume you. So never let something consume you. Okay? It doesn't matter what happens to us. Don't let it consume you. We already know that things happen, don't we, September? Things happen. Okay, September? Not necessarily, though. Some people who do it and it don't happen to them. But sometimes it happens to people that happens sometimes when people are doing it on you. All right, guys, I got to go. I got work to do. I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for coming on. September, Tiana, D. Madison. All of you guys, until next time, guys, I'll catch you in the AM. And that's going to be angel messages. All right, so I'll catch you in the AM. Newbies, subscribe to the channel. Bye, guys.